I'm gonna laugh.
Show me what you need.
Okay, so this fell down the other day. The wire popped off, and I just want to see, do I have to buy a whole new mirror, or can we still fix it?
Okay, all right, we got that. Show me what else you need.
Next up, this started happening this week.
Okay. Turn it back on. Turn it back on. Okay, we'll look at that. And number 3.
Number 3. Don't ask me what happened, but do we have to buy a whole new cabinet? Can we replace this? Can it fit back on? I bought some wood glue.
Okay. All right, we'll get it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Everybody's got one of these little kinds of drawers, I guess. Never throw a screw away. That's my motto. Keep them somewhere, because you never know. Someday, that might be just the screw you need. Let's try that. Okay, so here's the situation. We got a cabinet front here that got this little cheap particle board stuff on it that's broke. And we're going to try to make this thing back good as new. That's the goal. Well, in assessing the situation here,
I'll be back.
we've got some little staples here and some little staples on the end of that. We need to clean those out because we need to try to get some semblance of a flat edge. If you got this problem, these ought to come out pretty easy. Like so. And that cleans up that edge, and that cleans up that edge. Now, we need to clean up this edge. I'm just using a pair of needle nose, whatever you got available, and I may have to go get something else. But I think this is going to work. Yeah, this is going to work. Now these staples were used to hold it while the glue's set up. And as you can see, this thing is bent. I might try to tighten that just a wee little bit. Might even put another screw in there. The main thing is I need to clean this edge up right here. Without going to too much trouble, see if I can clean it up with a pocket knife here. May have to go get a wood chisel. But you need to get, my way of thinking anyway, get this edge cleaned back off. Just gonna make your life easier. Not at the shop. This is a on-the-fly repair using what you have to get it done. Fortunately, I do have a good many tools with me in the truck. If I need to get a wood chisel, I can. I think we're going to get it pretty clean. It don't have to be perfect. And you'll see why in just a minute. I think I'm going to get another screw and try to get that pushed back over. Now I got one more side. It's got a little staple in it. Ease that staple out and clean that end off. Okay, so I got both ends cleaned back off. Still got this gap right here. You see that? I think I have a C-clamp in the truck. And I'm gonna put a little wood glue right down in there, clamp it back together, and that'll take care of that. Okay, so it's not critical that I get that back in place, but it sure is gonna do better if I do. Wood glue is very strong.
Only one day. I don't want you to change something else on them.
Got that squeezed down. Remove the excess. Tap that screw in there. There we go. Now I take my clamp off. And that's done. Clean that glue off of there. We can finish cleaning it up in a minute. Now, I think we can make this repair. Again, you want to make sure you got somewhat flat surfaces right there. Right, Silas? Get you a pen. Now, let's see how we're looking. As you can see, that's going to go back just perfect. But we still need to fasten it together so it doesn't do what it did. So what I'm going to do, see this little slot here? That's where the bottom plate of the drawer slides in. And I don't want this thing to come apart again. Now, if you glue it, you know you're making a permanent fix, if you will. Alright, so I got a little glue on each end. There and there. It doesn't take a whole lot. Wood glue is very, very strong, very strong. So put the bottom of the drawer right here in this slot. Simple as that. And press it in. I got it pushed up pretty tight. Okay, now at this point you can do two things to hold this face on this drawer. One is, well actually you can do three things. One is you could do nothing. That glue's gonna dry and probably hold it. But I wouldn't recommend that. Second thing you could do if you got a clamp is put a clamp on here, squeeze it in real tight. You really need a wood clamp, and you could go from side to side, pull it in together, and that would hold it. The third thing you can do, because you got space on each side of the drawer itself, all right, where it goes in, let me show you what I'm talking about. Where you got your slide there, you're gonna have some space on each side, just right there and right there. So you really don't have to worry about a screw going in here and hitting. So what you can do, and here we're just working on the fly now, this is not in the cabinet shop. We got this pulled in as tight as we can feel it fit. But you will need to put a pilot hole. Let's get that off our hammer. Depending on the size screw you're using. I got some pretty small screws here that I found out there in the drawer. And the pilot hole is just a little bit smaller. It's about the same size as the shaft on the screw, but not the threads, okay? That allows these little screws that are not made for wood go in. And we're going to get the same thing on the other side. Just trying to be careful to keep the bit going in straight. And another little screw that's not made for wood, and we are, except for cleanup, we are done with this project. That face, once that glue sets up, the other ones may fall apart, but this one's going to be there. All right, now I'm going to go to, she said she had 3 things on her list. Let's get number 2. Number 2 is going to be about a 10-second fix. So she's got this little $2 mirror that's broke out. And I know what she's thinking, because she's pretty handy, but she's thinking, oh, I've got to put it back in the same hole. Well, you don't. Okay? But you do need to get all the paper and junk off of it. You can probably see here that little screw, and I mean it's little. It looks like it's got a little bit of glue or something stuck in the threads. I'm going to clean that off real good, because you don't have but about 5 threads, and I want them all to grab a hold of something. So it was right in here, so we're just going to put it a little bit below where it was and just see how that feels. Okay. Mirror weighs very little. Step 2 is done. All right. Back to problem area number 3. This is a kitchen light. Obviously, it's recommended before working on anything electrical. You need to make sure that there's no power going to whatever you're working on. Because with LEDs, they have a driver in them, and the driver is what usually goes bad, to my understanding. I could be wrong. My guess is we're going to be looking at a new fixture. I'm just going to check and make sure all the connections are good, and they appear to be good. Well, we got a strobe light, but I think the fixture's gone. Well, it is close to Halloween. Maybe she likes a little dark glow. Let's get a new fixture. But the new lights have these new little connectors, and best I understand, make sure you got the power off. And then you just take this little white wire here, and the back of this wire here, down at the bottom, you just insert your house wire in there and give it a good hard push, and then tug on it and make sure it doesn't come out. So you got your black wire, The white wire, in other words, you hot and you neutral, and then you can take your ground and you can do the same thing, push it right in there. Oh, where are you tonight?
Oh, turn it back on.
Can I have my food?
Yes, you can even. Ooh, I guess he lets us turn that on. Cole.
Okay, so
You can't put that's perfect. You can't do it. But you can't go, you can hit it. That's legal.
It's okay, Cole. We're careful. Do not touch that.
that's on there so you can do like that. And then you can come up with your lens, put it in place.
That's what I thought was broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we are done.
Voila.
Voila. So I guess that the moral of that story is sometimes grandpops can or dads can help their daughters out.
Last one.
What do you think? Done?
Yes. Yes. Made my life a lot easier.
All right, very good.